3, 2, 1, go. Welcome to Pass Me the Remote podcast. It's your boy Doug.
It's your host that does the most. I put the K in Contomre, they call me Kojo.
And today, we've actually got a world champion sitting next to us. Though we'll knock your block off. If you chat bad, we'll knock your block off for that. So go on, mate. Introduce yourself.
Hiya, I'm Blake, and like Doug said, world champion, Kyokushin fighter, GB representative, and yeah, lovely to have you guys all here with us, speaking to us.
Lovely.
Thank you for having me.
No worries, bro. Probably no. So, before we even get into the podcast, as usual, we just like to talk about our weeks and stuff like that. So, start with you now. How's your week been?
That's been alright, you know, what it can be with lockdown, Rona, all that kind of, not going to say the C word. But no, yeah, it's been pretty sweet, just basically working, doing my PT, that kind of thing. Quite good actually, because I can get more people online, doing it on Zoom. Zoom's been a fucking massive help these days, this week especially. It's easier for people as well, because everyone's furloughed, don't they? So everyone's kind of at home, not money. Everyone's kind of just down, not much to do. So that's sort of like little. Oh, do you want to do like a circuit session? Do a little bit of fitness, not long, like half hour, 40 minutes. And everyone's like, yeah, get on top of that. So no, the week's been good, pretty productive so far. I've got a few video ideas coming out on the Instagram and all that. So got to do a lot of filming, so it's a lot of prep for that during the week in my little studio that I've got actually at home. I call it a studio. It's just like my double garage that I've kind of converted sort of thing. But no, it's going good so far. And now I'm here. Now I'm having a lovely beginning to my weekend on the podcast with you guys.
Good
That's
stuff,
all good, man.
Good stuff.
Yeah, what about you, Coach?
Yeah, same old, you know, working and stuff. I've been really trying to get into flexibility training, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
So there's this guy on YouTube. His name's like Tom Merrier or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Did you know what I'm talking about?
I
Yeah,
know
and
you're
he
talking
really
about,
like so I've been making sure that I do flexibility training every day, because that's the only way it works. You can't do it like every 3 days or something. It's not like gym where you can get away with it or something.
Yeah, you can have a rest day.
You can have but so like it took him like a year to do the splits.
Yeah.
It took him 8 years to do a right-handed one-hand handstand.
Yeah.
Like he can't even do it on the left side. Like this stuff takes years, and the stretching. I was
it's
doing
process, isn't it?
My body's just wobbling. My body's wobbling. It's actually flexibility training is actually so crazy. Like I rate gymnasts so much. Like it's actually so hard. Like who would have thought like you're sweating from stretching? Like
Do you know what it is? You'll find that your posture is probably a bit better with it as well. To be honest, you might just find a bit more confidence in yourself, like within your own body. Doing if you weren't confident before, I mean, I'm sure you are, but it's like if you weren't confident before, you thought, oh yeah, I can. I understand my own body kind of more kind of thing.
Because now I know what my body can and can't do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My body like I just. Like, I don't know. It was just crazy the way he was doing it, and I was just reading the story and like his journey and stuff. I was thinking, I have to wait 8 years to do a handstand. I don't have that time. But yeah, that's how my week's
Okay,
been.
touch your toes in it.
I can't, you know.
Yeah, same.
I can help with that.
Can you touch your toes?
I can touch my toes.
How do
Touch
you
my kicks and that. I can touch my toes.
What, like,
I do flexibility.
like straight leg? Can you do splits?
I can't do splits.
How low can you go? Because I'm high. I can't go down at all. Like,
I can go low. I can go pretty low.
like some of the stuff, like, and these yoga. I did yoga as well. Again,
Yeah.
Like, so I do yoga every now and then. My team, we have a like instructor, and we do it on Zoom. And there's a pose, yeah. If you're listening, Google this. It's a pose called the Fallen Angel pose.
Yeah. I know the one.
Oh my!
What's that?
Google it right now on your phone. Fallen
like it,
Angel
you like
pose.
Can I do it?
Yeah, I think you can.
You done pigeon and anything like that? Yeah.
Oh,
what's that?
They're unreal. These poses are unreal. Like they're not made for people like me.
It's like pigeon pose. It works your piriformis, which is sort of like round here. So around
Okay.
here. So if you're tight around here, you've got tight hips and that.
Yeah.
So you sort of like put your leg in front of you and sort of lean into it. But if you've got like tight hips and that, you're gonna be like up
Yeah,
top here,
yeah,
you can't
yeah,
sit
yeah.
down on it. It's pretty good.
You're looking at it. They're full
Oh,
of
fallen angel. Are you mad?
Bro, I'm telling you now. And people are doing this.
Did you manage it?
No chance. No.
Show them.
No, I can't resume that.
The way the instructor was doing it, she was so flexible. It was easy. Like
Yeah,
she'll-
but that's her
that's
practice.
her practice. Yeah, like she'll do stuff like it's called. I think it's called a prayer pose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like tree pose, pose
Yeah,
kind
tree
of
pose, and
thing.
like
We have the
you
one leg
squat
up.
and you're squatting.
Yeah.
I can't get my heels on the ground.
You don't have to though. That's the thing.
You don't have to because you can rock left
Yeah,
and right
yeah,
and stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. But she's making it look so easy, and then she'll be saying stuff like, "Oh, you lot are supposed to be healthy young footballers." Man. I'm like, so embarrassed and that. But yeah, man, come back to me in 8 years' time, and I'll be able to do the splits.
We're gonna jot that down. We're gonna you put that down
Mark
in the
it
journal.
down.
Yeah, mark it
But
down.
yeah, man, that's my week, man. What about you?
Just chill, bro. Just just chill, bro. Chill.
No yoga, no
splits,
nothing.
Yeah, no, just no,
No
none of that,
Pilates,
nah.
no nothing.
I just got a new app in it that I do workouts, like a 7-minute
Yeah,
workout.
yeah.
So I do that in the morning. I wake up, do that before work.
How long's your workout?
It's each one's like 7 minutes. So I do a 7-minute warm up. I do like 14 minutes high intensity workouts. And I do like another 7 minutes cool down or something.
Yeah,
And I do my little weights. Cause I got little weights now and then. I got the resistance bands.
yeah. Oh, you got them, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
So I learned how to use it properly still. I had to put behind my door and then
Yeah,
You want to be
yeah.
careful with that sometimes because it ping off.
yeah.
Oh,
Is
I
it-
see-
you got the ones with
that
handles?
happened to me
Yeah,
last
got
week.
handles.
That happened to me last week.
well, you took it for the door.
Bro,
Tell
I
you what,
would
hang on. I'll show you the ones you
I
want.
put it on my sister's door. I said, don't open the door until I finish working out.
Bang.
I'm pulling, bang, do my sets. This girl comes to open the door, bro. The thing hit me in the chest. I was thinking, bro, are you deaf? If you don't do it, that could hit you in the face or something. So you have to make sure no one opens the door from the other
See,
side.
Yeah.
Alas.
I'll tell you what, the ones with the handles are good. But if you're looking for like resistance band work in general, I'm a guy, band. But
It's a bad
yeah,
man.
just promoting myself. You know what I mean? Collins PT. But, no, so you want to get like the looped ones. You know the girls in the gym, they wear like the really tiny ones around their thighs.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the squats and that. They're good. Don't get me wrong, they're good. But
Yeah, my
it's,
sister's got
it's sort of similar to that. It's the loop, essentially. But something like that,
Yeah.
because you can do your little thing that you've done on the door with your handle one.
Yeah.
But the amount of stuff you can do with them is crazy. Like you can do a bent over row. You can do like I call them chicken wings. You like a little put in your elbow, get some
Yeah.
trap work in there. You do like a squat and press
that
with
one?
them. Yeah, with them ones. If
Yeah.
you want, I can send you the link after and that.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they're so good. And I think they're like £8 or something like that, just from Amazon, like something like that. Sponsor me, please, Amazon. But no, yeah. They're so good, and they hardly ever snap. But the amount of stuff you can do with them, and you can add them to your weights as well.
Really?
So do a thing called 721.
What was that
So you
one?
get your bicep curl, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you like go from the top halfway for 7
Oh,
reps,
21s,
from
yeah,
the
yeah,
bottom,
21s, yeah.
Wait,
So you add-
what's made up to me,
The
please?
21, so basically you get the barbell, or the long,
Yeah, barbell or
Barbell,
your dumbbells, whatever
yeah.
you want to
and
do.
you do like 21.
So it's 21 reps in total. So it's
You do
seven 3 times.
So it's 7 halfway here,
Yeah.
7 from the bottom to like belly button,
And
and
then
then you do
7
7 full one, 7 full reps.
Yeah. But you can like add the resistance band to that. So you
Can
can like put the band around like the center of the bell and then stand in the band. So it's like a triangle formation. So it adds resistance to it. So
does
it's
it?
like your own little resistance machine, but with the weight as well. So you get like that little bit more out of the workout. And then when you focus on that eccentric phase as well, you get more gains in that way as well. And so just going, yeah, I can lift loads.
So if I never had
lift loads.
dumbbells and I just had a resistance band, could I?
Yeah,
do
you
this
could do you could do like a dumbbell thing. You could do, so what I tend to do is I like wrap that band around the back of my neck and
Yeah.
I like do that. And that's working my triceps.
Yeah.
That's doing like a little tricep extension right there. Depending on how high I grab on the band, it's more resistance, obviously, isn't it?
yeah.
And then you get like different thickness of bands as well, so you can do all that kind of stuff. It's just, I love bands. Sorry. So,
Yeah, the bands.
I use it every morning, 15 minutes as well.
Yeah,
For
it
flexibility,
gets you pumped in
yeah,
a little
gets you-
pump. But I see my door a little shifted a bit sometimes. I'm like, I'm a
Worried.
bit careful. Like,
I've
So
got
very
one
good.
of those loop bands. So like, you just plant your foot on the band.
yeah.
If you want more resistance, you either put
yeah,
your feet wider,
Yeah.
or you hold it lower for your biceps, and then obviously for back to do triceps
Yeah.
and shoulders and things. Just a little 15-minute mutual workout.
Yeah,
If I do it every day though, then
It's things that I think that's what it is, consistency.
It's
So you know
consistency,
the guy you're looking at on YouTube is doing
Yeah.
all the stretching. He's
Yeah.
like doing the one-hand handstand
Yeah,
after like
yeah.
12
Yeah,
years, 14 years, whatever it is.
yeah.
That's the consistency of
he
it.
was telling me six days a week, 2 hours minimum.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
do
wait,
stretching?
2 hours?
Huh?
2 hours minimum.
Yeah.
or stretching.
No. So
Oh, that's a bit
no.
mad.
So he was doing like calisthenics.
Calisthenics. Yeah. Calisthenics.
Along with it.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
so
Yeah,
before he
yeah,
started,
okay.
he started with like cardio and stuff. Then he got like ripped. Then he wanted to be like more flexible. Then so he do more stretching.
Yeah.
So like everything encompassed was at least 2 hours. a day.
It's like it's a total body fitness thing.
Yeah,
you
total
gotta look
body
at it.
fitness
So
thing,
you've
yeah.
got you obviously have like power lifters, right? They're all big, beefy guys,
Yeah.
and they look fat. They got a big belly on them.
Yeah.
But like, so you got Eddie Hall, right? He's fighting Thor in the boxing match. Do you know about that?
No.
Oh, right. So you know the guy who plays the Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him versus. Do you know who Eddie Hall is?
No, who
No,
said
who's
he
that?
was
He's like world champion weightlifter, like English guy.
Oh,
He's
is
a
it?
big beefy guy.
a weightlifter. And
Yeah, powerlifter, like massive weight guy, deadlift, all that kind of stuff. And they're having a boxing match, but they are like literally Goliaths. They are
yeah,
massive.
that mountain guy
They
is.
are
What he was in Game of
massive.
Thrones.
Yeah.
Big,
But
bro.
because they're doing boxing now, obviously their training's changed because where they're just lifting all the time and having to eat and eat and eat to try and get that
Yeah.
to get the for the protein gain in, just to get the energy to lift and everything. Where they're now doing boxing and doing cardio and flexibility work and calisthenics, they are shredded.
I can
So they're
imagine.
still massive, but now they're like, they're absolute units now.
I
It's
need to see a picture of him,
crazy.
'cause that guy is.
Bro, he's
They're
big, like,
crazy.
massive.
Do you not follow him on Instagram? Let me find Instagram.
He is, yeah. Because he's an actual athlete as well. He's like he was the world's strongest man.
Yeah.
Something like
Yeah,
that as
exactly.
well.
That's what it is. Him
He was
and
actually-
Eddie. Yeah.
He was actually the world's strongest man at one point.
Wait, didn't Eddie Hall is he the one that got cheated out of some medals or something? Like, was he the one complaining that he should have won, but he didn't win?
I don't recall.
Is he an Olympian? Wait, of course, he's world champion, isn't he?
Well, I don't think he's an Olympian weightlifter. It's world's strongest man. All of it tends to be world's strongest man.
Yeah,
He
they
might
might
have
lift
been
the cars
in
in
the
that,
Olympics.
fam. You know, they're pulling the cars, it's just crazy.
But remember, so that's him like after a pre-boxing fight.
Yeah, full, yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's him after a pre-boxing fight.
Oh,
How tall
Yeah.
is he?
I don't know, like fucking
he taller than-
6 foot something, 7 foot something. I don't know. He's a
He's
Yeah,
like
probably-
6'9"
like
or
there,
something
like there, shredded. Whereas like 6 months ago,
Is that his girl?
that's his wife, I think. His
Wow.
wife. I think I just had a kid. Congratulations. But
Hey, yo!
What are those going on over there?
you saw the zoom in, didn't you? Just saying, she posed like that, man. She posed. She knew. what
Wait,
was
how
happening.
tall is his wife? Like 5'4" or
She's
something?
tiny.
Oh, she's tiny.
Tiny,
Yeah,
Tiny,
she's
innit?
Tiny.
Yeah, yeah.
So Donnie's like what, 6'9"?
He's
Something
huge.
like
I
that.
don't know
Something
how
like that,
big.
yeah. Like
He's
even
huge.
in the Game of Thrones, he was
massive.
Yeah, it was huge.
Yeah.
They didn't even need to do like the lower camera angle for him. It's that big.
Yeah,
They just do it
just-
normal. Like it's just up there. Huge, massive.
That concept. That's like a bar chart type of thing, isn't
I
it?
wonder how tall his parents were.
Yeah, you would be wondering that. Yo, that's mad.
Good genes. Good genes.
Yeah, I don't know if I would be that tall though. Like,
Why not?
Why not?
I think 6'2" would be nice for me still.
Would you
Being
hit
free.
bonking your head every time you like go
Nah,
away?
man.
Yeah, too much attention though.
Give
I
me
don't know.
6'10". Give me 6'10".
It's not a personality trait. It's the thing though. You get all these girls like, oh yeah, he's really tall. I like him. It's like, well, yeah.
Girls are liars,
What
isn't it,
else? It's being tall ain't it? It's just because he's tall. Love for the little guys out here.
What, you hurt or something?
A little bit. It's okay. I can kick a tall guy in the head, so it's fine. Relax. I'll make up for it. I'll make up for it.
Actually, you actually can. That's mad.
Get my leg up there. It's fine. He's tall, but can he do this? Kind of thing.
It's fair enough. Oh, yeah. But yeah, man, that's my week still. My week's just been chilling. Like.
Yeah.
Obviously, couldn't really go out because of snow, but
Oh yeah, there's a lot of snow going on as well. I tell you what, my area, there's no gritters around my area. None.
really.
So it's all ice and snow.
Black ice, dangerous.
yeah, like my front porch is like that. So
Amount of
I
time
can't
where you
walk
slip
out. When
over.
I'm walking out, I'm kind of like slipping and that, doing.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
like bad beyond ice
sliding.
and that.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice when you learn the slide. Like you know
Yeah.
the areas you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
slide.
everything
on,
you
It
slide,
just saves
yeah,
you a bit of
yeah.
energy and time. It's kind
Yeah,
of
just-
you glide with
Yeah.
it.
And there's some people that live in other parts of the country, or like a couple of friends that live abroad, and their snow was.
What,
I'm talking.
thick?
I'm not even knee high, like thigh high. Like they couldn't get out the yard. Like they have to use one of them. I don't know what them call them.
Like
Plan
shuffle or
machines,
something,
or yeah, to just like I'm thinking. I've never seen that before in my life.
Thing is, if we had that here, you still wake up from your boss going, "You coming into work today?" Like, you still coming in, yeah? Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's I don't know.
Yeah, snows, man. Yeah, I need
That's
a
British
sun.
weather for you, man.
Bro, snow in February though. Man, that's dead.
Was
Yeah,
it like
that's expected.
-8?
It's
Something like
really
that.
odd.
Oh, it's cold.
My mum came in the house this morning and she was just like shivering. I don't mind the cold though. I told her I don't mind the cold and she said you're mad. I was like, I don't mind the cold. I'm actually like, I sit in my yard topless
In the cold.
in the cold. Heating's not
No,
on yet.
I'm with that. I like a cold environment. I like
Yeah.
cold.
Nah, I leave my windows open so my bed is cold and I come to sleep. So it's
Oh,
So you like a
okay.
cold bed to sleep?
Yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah,
you
I like
warm
that.
up a little
You
bit.
warm
it
up,
covers,
innit?
yeah.
But other than that, nah, bro, I'm in my hoodie, t-shirt, like jump.
No,
Nah,
I'm
it's cold.
sitting there in like not shorts, but you know, like pajama shorts kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
like chill shorts, like
Yeah.
comfies. Just
Yeah,
chilling in
that's
my
what I do
shorts,
as
man.
well.
Yeah.
I love let's let the cold slap
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Boom,
yeah.
Nah,
My teacher
yeah.
once told me in sixth form, I don't believe this is true, but he said sometimes your brain works better if you're in a cold
Yeah,
environment.
it's the heat
So
of the
every
room.
time we're in like maths class, we'll be like, oh sir, can you close the door? You'd be like, no. Let the room be cold because you guys will work smarter. Didn't work. But like ever since then, I don't mind a cold environment.
No, it's like I think it's optimum room temperature or something.
no,
It's like
just-
22, not 22, 23, something. There's,
Yeah,
there's a
yeah,
temperature
24,
which
I
they're
think it
taught
is.
like, oh, you're more productive at this heat.
Yeah.
And it's like you said, it doesn't work
Yeah,
though.
no.
Especially when you're in school for like 6 hours, you just drilled into you. You're like, nah, I'm not about it.
Oh, We need that still, but nah, man, you might go wrap up in that still, keep warm and that.
Do you know what it is? It pisses me off about it. Like, you'll have, so my nan's living with us at the minute because of lockdown, and she didn't want to be, because she's by herself, bless her. She's like 74. So we're not going to have her by herself and we can't go see her. She'll go mad. So she's living with us at the minute. And it's like, she just doesn't get that sometimes when the heating's on, you don't open the windows. You don't open the windows super wide.
Yeah.
So it's like, why is the heating cranked up all the way, but the windows are all open? Oh, I got too hot, so I opened the window. Like, what?
Then
what?
you turn the heating
What you mean? You turn the heating down? What are you doing? What are you doing?
That's a
Are
wrong
you
thought.
paying for that? Are you paying for that bill? Like, Nan, I love you, but you paying for that bill? It's hard times out here. People on furlough. Put a jumper on, please. Turn the heating off.
That's funny. No, but you can't really tell your nan that, can you?
That's the thing.
think it,
Yeah, it's
you
the
think
thing.
it.
You
Yeah,
think it.
it's-
I'm sitting there thinking, I got to tell this woman, but then I'm like, I can't do it because it's my nan. I can't disrespect my nan. And even if you say it and you approach like, Nan, do you think maybe we could close the window? No. Then it's like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So sorry. All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll go put a jumper on or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Nah, that's bad. That's bad. It's funny. But yeah, man. Blade, obviously, want to talk to you about your karate and that, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
World champion. Obviously, you're basically like a karate kid. you get me?
Do you know what? Because you got Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Have any of you seen it?
Hey, I'm waiting for the new
I've seen
season.
the
Hey.
trailer.
Oh,
I've
Cobra
seen the
Kai
trailer.
is hard.
my
Bro,
God.
it's cold.
So because I do karate and because I do martial arts, right? Watching that is like the funniest fucking thing to me because it's like so cheesy, but it's a good level of cheesy.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
like you have these kids like, oh, we're gonna fight because we had a disagreement, and then
Yeah.
it's like some action film fight. It don't happen like that. It don't
not.
happen like that. And even in karate, it don't happen like that. In your head, it might do, but it don't happen like that. And it's like I think it's done actually a lot of good for martial arts in general because you get people watching it and go, oh, this is sick. I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
this. This is awesome. And then you get people actually getting a bit more like people at work. They're like, "Oh, Blake, your karate. When are they back on? We want to try and get involved in that." I'm like, it's not like Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
You're not going to be a black belt in a week.
Yeah.
You're not going
Is
to
that,
be
is that kind of
Yeah.
movie thing? You see something in a movie, you think it's like possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
But it's like you got these. So Cobra Kai's. Have you ever watched Karate Kid at all?
Yeah, Mr.
Yes.
Miyagi, bro.
Yeah. So it like leads on
Yeah.
from that, but like what, 20 years,
Yeah,
30
Daniel
years
is all
after,
grown.
It's all the same characters.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, obviously. But
I'm
it's,
waiting for the new season. Oh, bro, it's
yeah,
sick.
but, it's good.
The family thing, like my brother's like, Cobra Kai.
What was it?
Yeah,
It's like the thing is, you'll watch it, and even if you're like not into martial arts, you'll think it's good. But there'll be points where you're like, it's a bit rubbish. But it's like a good rubbish. Do you know what I mean? It's like a enjoyable.
Like you can still watch it.
Yeah, like it's still watchable. It's like funny. It's like
Yeah.
funny as well.
Okay.
No, it's good.
So,
but
so your thing not like that at all. Like the way you look.
yeah, there's aspects
There's
to
aspects,
it.
but
Yeah,
it's
there's
not-
aspects to it where it's like, okay, that actually does make sense. Like the whole discipline side of things.
Yes.
Where if you want to get the result, you work for the result. No one's gonna hand it to you. No one's gonna go, okay, Douglas, he's been training now for 2 weeks. He's been putting the effort in. Now let's upgrade him. Let's give him a belt. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. You got some places it might do. Some different styles it might do.
Is there an average time to go from like different color to color, or is it just like
So
how hard you work? Basically?
yeah, you have gradings. So you have like grading events. Let's say you start off, you're like a white belt, like a 10th Q in my style. Sorry, excuse me. And then you have, let's say you've been training for 5 months, 6 months. Your instructor will go, oh, there's a grading coming up in 2 months' time. I think you'll pass it because you have a criteria to meet.
Yeah.
So it's like you only have to learn your 10th Q. You got to do a certain amount of like exercises, press ups, sit ups, squats. Know your syllabus, which is like your routines and your techniques. Do a little bit of fighting, a little bit of sparring, simple stuff like that. And it gets harder as the grades go on naturally. Then a bit more in depth into the knowledge of what it is. So when you get to in my style, when you get to like green belt, brown belt level, which is like 5-6 belts in, you have to start knowing the names of the techniques in Japanese, translating it to English, and then you have to like understand what you're doing with it. So like there's a block, and you kind of go sort of like that, and what I'm doing is I'm raising my arm. It's a scenario where it's like how plausible is the scenario that someone's going to grab me like this? It's not that plausible, is it?
Yeah.
No one's going to just grab you by your cuff like that, are they? They're either going to chin you or just not get involved with you. But in the event of someone grabbing you, you kind of come in and you sort of just, it's like light movements which makes them let go of you, and then they're open to do something on them. So you just have to like learn what you're actually doing and what's plausible and what does this, what does that, what comes after this, what comes after that. But yeah, sorry, I waffled on there. About
No, go on.
But like you'll go for your grading. 2 months will come by. They'll put you forward. You do your stuff. At the end of it, they'll go, okay, we'll let you know. Then they'll give you a call or a text, or you come into the next session. Oh yeah, you pass, and then you get your next belt, your next certificate. It's like, okay, cool. What can I learn next, kind of thing. Yeah. And the thing that frustrates myself in general in regard, because I'm a knee dan black belt. I'm a second dan black belt.
What's that?
So I've got 2 gold stripes on my black belt.
Okay.
And unfortunately for fucking COVID, I can't go for my Sandan, my third Dan, because obviously it has to be a public event. People are going to be sweating, people are going to be close, going to be sparring, that kind of thing. So I can't go for that because of it, so it's frustrating. But the frustrating thing is you get a lot of these kids, especially when I was younger, like 15, 16, it's like, I'm going to get my black belt. I'm going to get my black belt.
Yeah.
Can't touch me with my black belt.
Yeah.
It's not that mentality, but it's that a load of people will get to black belt, and because they've got that black belt, they'll stop. They'll go, I've got my black belt now. I don't have to worry about anything else.
Black belt is not the end point.
It's not the end point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once you hit that black belt, it's like, okay, you've learned the syllabus. It's like learning math. It's like learning school. It's like, okay, I'm learning my science. I'm learning my anatomy and physiology for science. I'm learning about the respiratory system. Okay, I've learned that system. But what's after that?
Yeah.
What do I learn after that? Because once I've learned that, I can expand on it. And that's like what it is becoming a black belt. You become a black belt, and then it opens up like a whole nother world for you. It opens up like a whole grand scheme of things, not just within a syllabus, but within for you. It's like, oh, hang on, I actually know, like you said, when you're doing your calisthenics, you learn a bit more about your body. I know what I can and can't do. It's the same thing.
Okay.
And people will just get to that black belt and then stop and think because they've got a black belt, they can get on with their life and do whatever. And I get it. Life happens. Life gets in the way. People stop. People go to uni. People have a job. I get that, but don't go around flaunting saying you're a black belt, because there are people who do that. Oh yeah, I had a black belt when I was like 13. I'm like, yeah, but could you still do any of it? Do you remember any of it? What's that taught you? Because it's clearly taught you to be a dick. to like promote yourself. You're umping. It's clearly not taught you anything to be like. I like being humble about it. Do you know what I mean? Like if someone comes up to me and says, "Oh, you're a black belt," and like you're hyping me up a little bit with it.
So, but it's a problem. So like you can be a black belt by 15, 16, whatever. Go to uni, not do anything, and then a few years later, you're still a black belt. Yeah. But you just can't do the stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, you get people who have like hiatuses. You get these guys who like become black belts and they fight and they do kata and all this kind of thing till they're like 20s, early 20s. And then life will get in the way and they'll stop. And then they'll come back in their like late 30s, and then they'll still think that
they know everything.
Yeah. And for someone like me who's 24 now, and I've been doing it non-stop for like the last 12 years, 13 years, I've seen it, I understand it, I respect it, I respect the fact you're older than me, got the grade before me, and you're coming back and giving me a bit of information. But don't lecture me on how I do things and what I'm doing. If I'm doing something wrong, don't talk to me like I'm a kid. We're technically the same grade, except you've been gone for like 20 years. Things have changed, man. I think things have changed. I don't mean that in a bad way, but it's just like, respect where respect is due. I'll thank you for showing me where I'm going wrong on that. Now I'll teach you something, and I'll show you where we're doing it now.
Are they willing to listen? Some
no.
are not.
Pride and ego gets in the way.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know what it is. I don't want to single out the older generation in general, but something about the older generation, they just don't want to listen. They just don't want to they don't want to learn new information. They want to change. Yeah. It's the same with my nan. Same with nan. I learned so much stuff.
Yeah, it's the older generation because they lived longer and they've got more experience.
Yeah.
But experience changes. Do you know what
There's
I mean?
some like entitlement, isn't there?
Yeah,
there is.
It's like so at work,
dinosaur.
Hopefully that didn't come on the thing. I was like, Jesus Christ. Table. You got blood. It's a Karen. It's like, I'm not the manager, but I was like, okay, I'll get the manager. He'll tell you the same thing I've told you. He tells them the same thing. You got me in the background. Not actually doing that, but you just kind of you get that smug look. But no, the older generation, again, not trying to single them out because there are people in the younger generation as well who have those faults.
Yeah.
But for some reason, more or less, the older generation seem to have problems with change and problems with adjusting to sort of new ways of things because they can't. It's almost like they've got tunnel vision. They can't see the bigger picture. They can't see. Okay, well, if I'm helping Douglas do this, because in the future it will help expand this, that, and the other. But then you got, let's say, Gladys over there going, I don't want to help it, Douglas. I don't like him. Don't want you helping him. I was like, well, why don't you like him? Oh, I heard he's a horrible boy. Who'd you hear he's a horrible boy from? Who'd you hear that from? Oh, Julie. Fuck Julie. does Julie know him? No, but she's seen him about. Yeah, but I don't care. I know him. He's doing a good thing. I'm going to help him. They're like, oh, fine, whatever. And then they get in a mood with you. And it's like, that's not personal experience, by the way. That's definitely
There is no Gladys. There is no Julie.
Yeah, there is no Gladys. There was a Gladys. She's not around no more. Rest her soul. But no, that kind of thing. I just feel like there's an entitlement there that doesn't need to be. Do you know what I mean? But no, again, with the karate thing, there's the grading system. And again, you just sort of progress with it like the 8-month, the 8-year thing. So with your calisthenics, it's about the consistency of it. So you do your 2 hours a day. I think you were saying, was it 2 hours a day?
No, I mean, I don't. But
no, you don't.
He does,
no. So again, I'm gonna my own PT experience there. I'm gonna say you need a rest day. I'm gonna say you need I'm not stretching every single day. It's good to. Don't get me wrong, it's very good to. But no matter what exercise you do, you've got to have a rest for something. If I'm stretching my hamstrings for 7 days a week for a month, there's going to be an overusage there, and something's going to happen. Something ain't right. You know what I mean? You got to have a rest. You got to work on your separate areas. So, like, for example, you want to work on your arms, you want to work on your stomach, you want to lose a bit of fat. You concentrate on that area, but you don't drill it, because then you're just going to make yourself fatigue. Yeah. And then that's when deprogression happens, and then that's when you start seeing negative results, and then you're like, oh, well, nothing's really happening. Then you get down and gloomy, and then you go back to binge eating or drinking or something like that. And that's what happens. I think that's what people don't understand. There has to be a patience level to it.
People want things now.
Yeah, no one has patience, man. No one, even our clients, no one has patience.
But you know what? Because people have patience in this day and age, you can actually go buy the body you want.
Yeah.
You can actually go buy the body you want. But it's long-term wise, I don't think we know the full effects of it as well.
No, they don't. That's the thing. It's like you get all these girls get these lip injections. You got nice lips anyway. Why are you pumping your lips even more? What's going on?
I remember.
What's going on?
Made a comment like a few years ago. I remember the new name. It was Jesse. Remember Jesse? Jesse made a comment like when girls go and do this, trying to get a nice body because they can't be able to go gym or do the stretching or whatever, blah, blah, blah. They go to get a BBL or boob job, whatever. But the insides haven't changed. The insides haven't changed.
It don't matter how healthy you look on the outside.
The whole point of exercising is obviously might be aesthetic purposes, looking good on the outside and stuff. But you might be clearing your arteries, or having better breaths when you. If you get a BBL, the arteries are still clogged, babes. You know what I mean? The arteries are still clogged. You know what I mean? Like,
you look good.
Those muscles are still not stretched. You know what I mean? So I think some people have to kind of open their eyes and see that, but.
Yeah, but it's that tunnel vision again. They don't see it. I think Instagram plays a massive part in that though, doesn't it? Because you see all these models on Instagram all the time. Not doing the Zoom thing I was doing earlier. Don't worry about it. Lockdown's been hard, all right? No, but you see all kind of stuff like they're looking beautiful every single day. They're looking shredded every single day. Looking healthy every single day. And I think what they have people. I think it's because the knowledge isn't really out there. They edit the fuck out of those photos.
Yeah.
No one looks like that all the time unless you're paid to look like that all the time. And they are. Yeah. But they're also paid to edit that photo, promote what they're wearing, and look good while doing it. So you have someone like a woman rocking a bikini and she's shredded. Yeah, but again, she's either on juice, she's either pumping herself with something to look that good, or she's like, if she's doing the workout and being healthy 24/7 all the time, fair play to her.
There's something like that. There's one girl that she was working out all the time on Instagram, but she was obviously everybody's fat distribution is different.
Yeah.
And she tended to have she was doing workouts. People knew it. But she just couldn't get a certain level of fat.
Yeah, like a little.
So she went to go and do her liposuction or whatever it was, and then she came back with her new body. But her new body was just. It wasn't too different from the old body. She was still very healthy. Like that is acceptable. But people are not seeing that. People are looking at people that have high BMIs or people that are just overweight and just get rid of the fat and look on slim good.
Yeah, but this is
You know
what
I
people
mean?
don't understand. People's like, get rid of the fat.
Yeah.
You need fat.
You need fat.
You
Yeah.
need fat.
It's cold.
It's insulation. It's
cold.
insulation.
It's cold.
That winter coat. This is
Yeah.
what I don't get.
Yeah.
This is like you get all these PTs and that saying cut your fat, cut your carbs.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
You need that.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
Because the fat is your insulation. It's your protective layer. It protects all your organs and everything,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
And like people who get the lipo and that,
Yeah,
Done.
You get rid of the fat.
what's protecting you?
Yeah.
Nothing. It's just, I get so moody about it because don't get me wrong. Of course, I follow the accounts because I'm on that fitness lifestyle. Because again, it made you like a superwoman.
Yeah.
It basically doubled everything.
Yeah.
Like
Really?
your testosterone,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
like ability, it doubled it, man.
It makes sense because obviously if you hold another life,
Yeah,
you're gonna
you
need
You're
to be a
gonna
bit
you
more than your
need
normal
you
self.
need to
yeah.
be superhuman
Yeah,
to hold
yeah.
another life, man. So it's like, what they do is they'd get the gymnast pregnant, and then they'd find a way to abort the baby. So that the woman would still produce the relaxin. So when they're training and when they're doing competitions, they're literally bang on it. It doesn't happen
Really?
now. It doesn't happen now because obviously people figured out what was going on. Was like, cut that,
Yeah,
cut
yeah.
that.
It's
That's
a bit
illegal
effort,
shit.
Yeah, more on it.
But it's like I just find it so absolutely incredible that a woman can produce that hormone to literally it's literally superhuman.
Yeah.
They literally make themselves superhuman with that hormone, and not a lot. The knowledge isn't out there. People don't realize it. For the body to go through such a drastic change like that requires that superhuman ability. So when you get all these lipos, these boob jobs, these fat reductions, these they tuck, so they tuck it
Yeah,
or somewhere
yeah,
else.
yeah.
Again, your body's going to have a hard time after that. Like again, like they don't see the future.
Yeah.
They don't know. They don't understand what's going to happen in the future with it, and they'll have problems in the future because of that. It's like the girls who get the lip fillers done. I think that they have to go back, don't they?
Yeah.
They have to go back every time to get it
Or,
redone.
top up or something.
Yeah. They have to get. Well, once you have it, you have to keep getting topped up, or you're like droopy lips.
That's why Molly May she removed that. So when she realized that how much, well, obviously she's a ridiculous influencer now, and when she first came to Love Island, she had the lip fillers, blah blah blah.
Did you see that dinner she
she's
made
gone.
though?
No,
You
what was
didn't
it?
see that chicken dinner she made?
Oh, the one she made like a couple years ago for Tommy.
Oh, that did.
Welp. But yeah, she had hers removed because she realized that
Samuel?
it was actually not necessary. You know what I mean? Like,
It's not.
It's not
This
necessary.
is the thing. Some girls naturally have really nice lips anyway, and then want to take it a step further. It's like why?
Yeah,
It's a horrible thing for a guy. It's like why?
It's
why would you
comparison.
do that?
That's why it's comparison. They compare themselves against someone else or what they think they could be. Do you know? What I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
do you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Any
what-
girls out
I'd
there
be more
listening?
attractive
You don't need to.
if they
Just
had
for
small
you.
breasts.
You
then,
don't need to.
I might be more attractive if I had bigger breasts or a bigger bum or something like that. Like, you know, if it's for you, it's for you. But and some men like that. That's the thing. Some men like that. So
Maybe they can't attract the guy they want, though, innit? They think he wants big boobs
Yeah,
or big
yeah,
ass.
yeah.
But he might. The ones that come their way, they're not really feeling, man. Still, so it's like bit of a catch-22, but.
It shouldn't be that way though. Do you know what I mean? Like it shouldn't be. I'm changing myself to suit you. Do you know what I mean? It shouldn't like that. And again, that's the impressionable younger generation, or again our generation when we were younger. Like again, you look at your idols, you look at stuff. It's like, oh, Tommy's over there. I really like Tommy. Tommy, what do you like? Oh, I like big breasts in it. Oh, I don't have big breasts. Oh, how can I fix that? Looking up ways to fix that.
Dr. Miami.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh, that's mad. So sad though.
We went a bit sidetracked from the whole grading conversation.
No,
So-
but that's
sorry about that.
no, that's the nature of podcast, bro. That's what happened. But with the karate thing though, how did you become world champion? Tell us about the road.
The road to that.
Yeah, to world
man.
champion. Like,
It's a long
Man
road.
said, are you not deep in the term, fam?
that's a world champion.
World champion. That means the best in the. Nah, go on, talk to me.
You,
Yeah.
You're only as good as your last tournament. Innit? You know, like I was the best on a day of a tournament. And again, this was years ago. Just for people out there, I'm not bigging myself up here. This was years ago. I put the work in. But it kind of started again. Like I started going to school. Friend Montel, you know Montel. I don't know. Have you ever met Montel? No, I don't know about him. Went to the same primary school. He was always doing this karate style Kyokushin that I do now. And his mum used to look after me on a Thursday because my mum and dad were working late, you know, provide for me and my sister kind of thing. So she'd childmind me, and they'd always do karate after school. And I always just sit and watch it. Do you know what I mean? But then, like how everyone's with Cobra Kai now, you kind of watch it and go, "Oi, I want to kick a guy in the head. I can do that. I want to punch a guy. I want to shout at a guy and throw my leg up there." So, you know, eventually I got into it, and I ended up massively falling in love with it. You know, and it wasn't just the falling in love with it; it was also a self-defense aspect of it. Because I was bullied. I got bullied quite a bit in primary school and secondary school. Like within past year 9 in secondary school, I feel like it kind of mellowed out. Because everyone was a bit more mature.
Everyone knew don't need them karate.
Like,
innit?
yeah,
No
it
uniform.
kinda,
Nah, he
like-
might do Jackie Chan on you still.
Do you know what it was? I think there was a guy who did pick on me in like year 8, and I remember swinging my back at him and like made him bleed.
Oh,
And
did
then
you?
after that, it kind of changed. But
You banged him.
I didn't bang him. I hit him with my bag. Like I can't just step back. My bag swung and it hit him in the face.
On that bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not the little Just Do It bags. No, it's like a PE bag with like trainers in it. It was a complete accident. But after that, it wasn't even the karate thing. But after that, people realised the karate thing, and it kind of mellowed out from there. But no, it was more or less. I wanted to be a bit fitter because I was a chunky boy. I love a biscuit. I was a chunky boy. So it just started from there. Self-defense, a little bit of fitness, time passing. And then as you get a bit older, I moved house, and I had to change dojos. And I moved to Crystal Palace. And there was a dojo in Crystal Palace run by a guy called, we call him Hanshi. His grade is Hanshi, but his name is Steve Arnil. And he's the guy who brang Kyokushin over from Japan. So he's not the guy who originated it. He trained under the guy who originated, Sosai Masayama.
Okay.
And he brang it to the UK in 1950, 1960 something. So it's still a pretty recent thing. And he was teaching that club. He was the head instructor of that club. So I was training there while I was at Crystal Palace, and eventually he come up to my mum and dad and was like, where do you guys live? Because we moved house again. And we told him where we lived, and he was like, you need to take him to Crawley. You need to take him to Crawley Dojo under Shian David. Take him there. I've done what I can for him here. Take him there. And they were like, okay, cool. And obviously, me being young, I had no idea this was going on behind the scenes. I didn't know none of this until like a few years ago, and they told me that. And then following that, I went to Crawley Dojo, and my life just changed from there, because it's like what I'd been doing at Crystal Palace was good, but these guys were on another level.
Yeah.
These guys were knockdown fighters. These were fighters. Before I was doing like basic kumite, basic fighting, point scoring stuff, not contact stuff, point scoring stuff, basics, routines, katas. Come to Crawley, they're doing all of that, and this bizarre these guys are hitting each other. I'm a kid, and these guys are low kicking each other, they're punching hard. And I'm sitting there going, Mum, I don't...
I was trying to get your spot in there. Like,
Mum is going to hit me.
I ain't ready for this one.
I'm not ready for this one. Yeah, I was like, why are you bringing me here? What's going on?
Yeah.
And you know what? I love my mum and dad to bits for it, because there were periods throughout my 13 to 17-year-old life where I want to give up. I'm crying. I want to give up. I don't want to do this anymore. It's too hard. I don't want to do it. It's affecting my school life. I can't see any of my friends. And it is lonely. It does get lonely, especially because, and the only reason it's lonely is because you dedicate yourself so much to something. This isn't it's not a hobby for me anymore. It's part of me. Do you know what I mean? I want to do it. I love it. And it's just one of those things where if my mum and dad hadn't said to me, get your ass out the car and get in that dojo, or get up, don't cry, you got this. Like, I can remember like the world champion thing. There were times where selections for squad, selecting for the GB team, I've been going to these selections, training my ass off, training, trying to get into that team. Why am I not getting in the team, man? They're not picking me. What's going on? I had to think to myself, what the fuck? What's going on? Why am I getting picked? And I remember every single time, not every single time, like, when you get fed up, you kind of like, right, I'm not getting picked now. There's some bullshit going on. What's going on? I'm absolutely working. So I remember I looked over at my dad. He said, don't cry. Don't cry. Don't you fucking cry till you get to that car. I got into the car, broke down. I absolutely broke down in front of my dad. And bearing in mind, I'm like 14, 15 here. So it's kind of like a little whiny thing. But, everyone gets vulnerable. Everyone works hard on that. We all have moments where we break down, especially like during this lockdown kind of thing. But broke down in front of my dad, and he was like, why are you crying? I'm like, why is he not picking me? I'm working so hard. And he went, you just got to be patient. You just got to be patient with it. You got to keep doing what you're doing. You got to stick to it. You're good at it because you've worked at it. He told me I'm not talented. I'm not talented, bro.
The straight truth.
No. And it's a reality check, because I'm not. People who I meet now, because they know me through karate, like karate people go, oh my God, you're awesome. You're awesome. You're so talented. You work so hard. And I stop. I'm like, I'm not talented. Don't ever tell me I'm talented. I've worked to get where I am in karate. In karate, I've worked to get here. I've sweated. I've cried. I've bled to get here.
Yeah,
And I still do. It's not like I've got here and I'm stopping it. And it's like people don't seem to get that, because talent. Don't get me wrong. If you're talented at something, good for you. Because that's a skill. That's a talent. If you're a talented footballer, fantastic. But talent doesn't want to work hard. And if talent doesn't work hard, that's where they come off the wagon a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, if someone with some worked as hard, let's say as me, they're going to be phenomenal, man. They're going to be incredible.
If talent doesn't work hard.
Yeah,
Hard
exactly.
Hard work beats talent.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Hard work will always
Classic-
beat talent.
classic-
It's a classic saying. Hard work will beat talent, always. And that I was a definition of that a few years ago. Again, especially when doing this karate tournament, because I got into that team, and because it was hosted in Great Britain, we were allowed more people in the team.
Okay.
So maybe it was for that reason. I don't know. But I got into the team, and it was a 2-day tournament. You fight up to the semi-finals on the first day, and then the finals on the second day. So you're battered, you're bruised on the next day. Now, everyone in that team, apart from me and 2 other people, so I think there was like 10 of us, so 7 people lost in those first 2 rounds. Me and these girl called Hayley and a boy called Marco, we got to those finals, and I thought I'm doing all right. Yeah. I'm just, but I was like focused. I was switched on. I was like, and this was knockdown. This was the full contact thing at this point. This wasn't no point scoring. This was knockdown. So I was like, okay, I know because I'd been at Crawley with she and Dave. I knew what I was doing. I'd been trained for it. I'd been drilled into it. And again, I persevered through that training, and I think that helped with my schoolwork a little bit as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because again, it gave me that
Discipline.
patience. Yeah, that discipline. It gave me that discipline and patience. When you get some guy chatting absolute shit. I'm not naming names. But you get some guy who chats absolute shit all the time.
Well, the teacher or student?
Both. Both. Mainly students. And it's just like, you just want to tell them to shut up and fuck off so you can just get on with certain things. They just don't. But it just gave me that extra sort of patience for it. And it's made me so patient these days as well. I can't tell you how patient I am with certain things.
Good.
And I'm so happy and fucking so thankful that Mum and Dad pushed me on that course. Montel, like if I hadn't met Montel, I don't think I'd be here. If I hadn't met Montel, I don't think I would have done it. So I can't thank him enough. I tell him all the time. I tell him I was like, Mrs. Mum, Miss Diane. She used to cook it for us as well. Love Diane's cooking. It's one of those discipline things where you got to work hard, you got to stick to it, and then obviously championships come. 3 of us into those finals. It was like, right, okay, got to do this, got to go for it, and it happened. And when I say I'm a world champion, I'm on the podium. Yeah, I'm on the podium of the world champion. I never won it. I never came first. Never came first on it. Never came first on that. That's why I don't consider myself a world champion, because I didn't come first. But I was on that podium. And I thought, you know what? I worked really hard to get here. Everyone's always telling me, no, you're a champion. You're a world champion. You got on that podium at a world tournament. You're a champion.
So wait, once you got on the podium, where did you come then? First, second,
Come
third?
third.
Okay.
So like what it is, you have a fight off kind of thing, and then obviously whoever fights the winner comes second, and then you fight another table in a sort of tournament system, and then it works out that way. So I came third in the world tournament. But people always tell me, no, that's a champion. You're a world champion. You placed in a world championship. You're a world champion. I kind of say to myself, there's a part of me which agrees to them, but there's that little twitch in me. It was like, no, I didn't work hard enough to get there. I need to work harder, and that's my fault. That's my flaw. My flaw is I always think I've got to work harder. Like it's one of those. It's unhealthy sometimes because it's like you'll be doing like I'm a advocate for overtraining. Sometimes I always tell my clients, you got to rest. You got to rest, man. You can't overtrain. An hour later, I'm overtraining. I'm overtraining myself. Do you know what I mean? That's just because I've got that mentality in that if I want to be the best, I have to train like the best. I have to train as hard as I can, because if I slack off, I'm not going to be the best. You've seen the McGregor and Dustin fight recently. He's been slacking off, man. He's slacking off and he got beaten. Fair enough. And he knows that. He understands that. He's posting it all the time. So it's one of those things where you just got to work hard for it. And that was really a turning point, that championship, to me. A proper turning point, because I understood then, I'm good enough. I'm good enough to be where I am. I do deserve this. Because there's a whole backstory of mental health with me in that fair. I'm not going to go into it, but it's like you're doubting yourself constantly. You always have that self-doubt, that little voice in the back of your head telling you you're not good enough, kind of thing. And I always felt that throughout school as well, always, especially while training. So it was like that was the massive turning point for me, and it just really gave me a confidence boost. And that's kind of where it started leading me to where I am today, with my more knockdown fighting, again fighting in European championships, fighting in world championships. And don't get me wrong, I haven't placed in a little while. I ain't been doing that well, but it's because everything's changing. You're getting newer, younger fighters with a different style of training, and there's the training's always evolving, man. You're seeing all this Eastern European training; they are machines, and it's because you know what it is. It's like they're bred. It's like they're bred to do it, and like they're being it gets paid for, it gets sponsored, and all that kind of stuff. I don't do it all day, every day like they do, so I have to take that into consideration. But I'm still keeping up with them. So I think to myself, imagine if I did do that. Imagine if I was able to be paid for to do it all the time. I'd be a beast. And then that's when the PT side thing came into it. So I was like, I can sort of cheat my own system here.
Yeah.
So I get a job, do my PT on the side, because I can train myself a little bit in there. Because again, I love the fitness aspect of things. And because I know what it's like to not be treated kindly, I don't like treating people without kindness. So like you see all these people, you see someone have a hard day, just like, you're right, mate. Is everything okay? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
They don't have to answer you, but the fact that you've asked them the question, they could be really dismissive and go, leave me alone, kind of thing. That's okay. That's cool. You do you. But the fact you've asked them that question might make them think, oh, actually, that was like a hand, like saying, I'm okay. And then they might confide in you a little bit. And with the PT thing, you're not just a personal trainer. You're like a therapist as well. Because people are vulnerable. People are weak-minded. A lot of people are, not in a bad way. Just it's natural. We're human. So people like tell you some of their life problems during sessions, and I'm okay with that as long as it doesn't get too personal. Obviously, I cannot be an actual therapist, but they confide in you, and they just ask you certain things. They ask you for advice, and you always have to finish it off. I probably wouldn't do that, or that's just
Might
my
as well give that disclaimer,
disclaimer. That's just my opinion. That's just maybe what I would do. I'm not saying you do it, but that's maybe something I would do. So, again, it's just little simple things like that, and I just get such a kick out of making people feel good about themselves. Like that's why I called you when you were doing your session. I was like, right, we're gonna do this, get him feeling stronger and all that kind of stuff. So, I saw his story and was like, right, let's go, let's get Dougie, let's do some strong conditioning stuff. Because you do see the difference in people when they're more confident. Again, you now know your body a bit more because of all your calisthenics. You must feel better in knowing what you can and can't do, and it must drive you to think, well, if I can't do that, I want to try and do that kind of thing. So it's really phenomenal to see the change in people when they get used to not just fitness, but just being happy in general. You can see it because people look healthier generally. When people are like down, skin's bad, tired eyes, all that kind of stuff. I might look like that right now, but tired. I'm grinding, so don't worry about it.
The grind don't stop, man.
Grinding don't stop. But yeah, it's just such a good feeling seeing other people who you've helped like succeed a little bit. Do you know what I mean? It's such a lovely, lovely feeling for me personally, and I'll always inherit that. I'll always be like, look, just be kind. I tell all my clients, just be kind. Like if you're horrible, if you got no room for you. We've got no room for you over on this team. We've got no room for you if you're going to be a horrible person. I don't lay it out to them like that, but just from them interacting with me, they get that vibe. And then when they talk to me in that therapy session, they kind of get that vibe from me, and we have a chat about it. It's like, look, just be kind to people, man. It's 2021. We're in a situation where we can't fucking see anyone. Everyone's mental health's fucked at the minute. Absolutely fucked. Don't be criticizing people. Don't be putting them down even more than they already are. It's just like, yeah, that's, again, I'm waffling on again. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Hey, speak your truth, bro.
No, it's just something I'm very passionate about, and it's just, you got to give kindness, and kindness will return to you. It's like, I believe in karma so strongly, so strongly. Not like a spiritual level where I'm charging my crystals and shit like that at the window. Like, there's a full moon tonight. I got to charge Debs. It's like hanging up Debs. I don't have a crystal called Debs. I'm just putting that out there. But you got to. I believe if I put the good out there, the good will come back to me, and thankfully, it has. But it's just. If you all have you ever watched Avatar, Legend of Aang, the cartoon? Cartoon. You ever seen that?
I watched the film. They're meant to bring a second series.
No, they have. Like it's finished. It's finished. Avatar, Legend of Aang, finished. Not the blue creatures, like the cartoon.
No.
The waterbender.
That show, that's finished. That show's finished, and now it's something else. It's called Korra. It's called Legend of Korra. And
it's
It's like a continuation sort of thing. Okay. And there's like a line in there where it's like one of the old wise guys kind of goes like, "Oh, if you only ever seek darkness, you will only ever find darkness." And I just thought, well, yeah, it's kind of true, because if you always think negatively, if you always look for negatives, that's all you're ever going to find, isn't it? It's just like, if you find negatives to find a positive, it's not going to work, is it? It's just, you got to try and be positive about little things. Like, I had a really nice coffee earlier, paid £2.20 for it. But it was a nice coffee. I
Yeah,
really enjoyed that. I know you guys don't like coffee, but that's cool. That's you do you. You like your herbal teas, you like your water, whatever you like. Fair enough, man. That's a positive. Good for you. You're hydrating. I'm happy with that. So you got to find those positives as well. You got to seek some of that light. And light is a bit horrible word to use, but you just seek positives because that's the good word to use, positives. And even if like you get people who will go, oh, well, I can't find anything. That's just like a hippie talk kind of thing. And it's like, well, give it a try. Give it a try. Have one day. Try one day where you just look for positives. Try and don't be negative about anything.
So,
Oh, Code, you've not done your paperwork today, man. You've not done your paperwork. I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
be like,
yeah,
all right, mate, I'll get onto it as soon as I can. Sorry about that. Cheers for bringing that to my attention. I'll get on it. Simple like that. And you might see them go, oh, he's not reacting to that.
Yeah.
And then they'll probably just leave you alone. And you're like, yeah, cool, get on with my day, do my own thing. Put that to the side, I'm not going to get on with it. But, you know what I mean? It's little things,
little things
like that.
smart though. That's like what practicing gratitude.
Yeah. And I'm not saying like go out and give like homeless people coffee and money every single day. But you know, if you do see someone struggling, like you're just struggling in general, if you think someone's having a bad time, you have a gut instinct, don't you? You have a gut instinct about things. So normally that's kind of right. So if you feel like someone's having a hard time, like let's say we're all texting each other on a group chat or something. Coach Douglas has been quiet for a little bit, mate. Have you spoken to him? No, I haven't spoken to him, mate. Should I see if he's all right? You okay, Doug? Yeah, I'm just a bit busy. Just got some things going on. Are you sure? Because you're normally like vibrant. You're normally glowing in the room. What's going on? You're normally such a big presence. What's going on, man? Oh no, actually I've lost my cat. So it's, little things, little things, little things.
I have no animals, bro. I have no pets, but yeah.
You have no pets. You're not a pet guy.
Nah, my mum won't have that. Nah, no, no.
Is she allergic?
No, she just don't want no animals.
Just want no animals and thing. What are you?
Same.
Oh man.
I'll probably get a pet older, but yeah, because my parents are no pet now.
They just don't like them at all.
Nah, I thought about getting a dog. But
I had a pet chicken when I was young.
Pet chicken.
When I was in Ghana, but he tasted good.
Any vegans out there?
But yeah.
No, cool, man. I love animals personally. Like, I'm not a vegan. Just putting that out there. I'm making changes to have a plant-based diet, not fully because I like chicken. I like eating meat. I like eating meat. I'm just putting more in there. Like, I've cut dairy out because I've got eczema. So dairy's links to eczema. The more dairy I have, my skin's gonna flare up. So I cut that. Cut the eggs. I like the chicken, so I just rotate the chicken with something else. But yeah, no, I love animals, man. I've always been a dog person. Always.
You got a dog?
I got a little Frenchie called Gaston.
Gaston.
Why
Gaston. You know, like Beauty and the Beast.
Oh.
Yeah.
Clever.
So
That's
so
clever.
as soon as I found out, we're getting like, because we've always been bulldogs. We've always been a bulldog family. And then we had an event where our little one Mabel passed away. And then we were like, we can't do it again because they're like a family member.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
the chicken that you ate might be like a family member. But I don't know what we short-lived. He tasted good, man. He did his job. But no, they're like a family member. It's like losing a family member sometimes for me anyway. And then we were just set on not getting a dog. We were just like, we can't go through that heartbreak again, kind of thing. 3 days later, my mum brings home this little white, Baby Yoda, little white Baby Yoda looking thing. Like puppy. What the fuck is that? It's the French bulldog. I thought we'd get a French bulldog. What do you mean? Who did you consult?
No, just for the batch.
It's like, so did you consult Dad? No, Dad doesn't know yet. I'm out. It's not for me. Anyway, he comes home. Dad actually ended up my dad was set against it, and then he's like, they're
After
the best.
some time,
After some time, they're like best friends now. They're like cuddling him and
They're
everything.
the sofa together.
But I was like, he's a little French bulldog. Beauty and the Beast was based in France, wasn't it? I was like, who's that handsome, strong guy? It's Gaston. That's what that's going to be. Gaston's going to be a strong boy, and he's shredded. Gaston's shredded for a dog. I just thought it was a little bit creative. Do you know what I mean? You get all these Frenchies called like Dozer or Boys or something like something basic. I'm like, nah, I want to be creative with that. Yeah, Gaston. Where are you at?
Not Gaston.
No, not Gaston. If
Gaston.
you call it Gaston, you get that boot to the
I was
face.
gonna imagine that.
It's like Gaston.
Bro, so when you're outside walking your dog in that,
Gaston over here, man.
it'll be would you look for a person?
Yeah, some people look around like, who's Gaston? Like, it will just come trotting along like, oh my god, and then they get the link, and they're like, oh my god, that's so cool.
That's smart.
Yeah. It's just different, isn't it? I'm all about I'm all about creativity and difference. I don't get me wrong. There's a time where you be normal, but but you got to let your creativity flow a little bit. Do you know what I mean? You got to do you. So like with you guys in this podcast, that's you doing you. That's something creative. That's something beautiful, man. Creativity is a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
Me and my karate, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's up.
Mr. Man over there on his camera on his phone. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Nah, it is still.
You're doing something which you enjoy. And again, that might be just coming on, chatting a bunch of shit with your friends, having some drinks, whatever it is, man. But it's still a beautiful thing. You're making yourselves happy with it.
Yeah,
You're looking for that positive. It's all good.
It's good
I'm
stuff.
going to shut up for a bit.
Nah, it's good. But you know your karate, have you ever been in a situation where you're outside maybe and someone tried to pick on you?
Yeah.
Have you ever had to use
Yeah.
it? Explain it, bro. What
So
happened?
many times that I've had where someone got...
Are you allowed to talk about it? Like, or did you get your license taken away or something?
No. So like, it's always... I found that as I've gotten older, it happens less.
Okay.
When I was younger, it was a problem because I was hanging around with like Justin, Colin, George, Sean, Andrea, and again, if you're listening, Justin, I'm sorry, he was hot-headed. He was very hot-headed. Like he wanted to start a fight. And then Colin was just crazy. Colin would back it. Colin's crazy. So whenever I was out with him, kind of thing, I'd be like, "Oh, I just don't want any drama," because they'll say, "Oh, he's a black belt." I'm like, "No, don't say it, because I'm not gonna lie to you. If I get in a fight with someone pulls out a knife, I'm fucking off. I'm gone. I am gone. Life's too short. I'm fucking right off.
Well,
I'm
you're
not.
doing that correct.
I'm
Mr.
not.
Miyagi
No,
shit,
I'm not
wipe
getting.
the
No,
screen, wipe it this way.
no.
You're not doing that.
Wax on, wax fuck off, man. I'm gone. I am gone. No way you see me try to fight someone with a knife. Never.
Really?
Never.
The knife always wins, man.
Exactly. The knife always wins. Don't matter who you are. I don't care if you're the biggest, strongest guy out there. Knife's gonna win. Not having it, and that's the other danger to it. Do you know what I mean? Because there are people who feel like they have something to prove, especially against someone who knows martial arts. And there have been times. I'm not going to say the times. There have been times where out on a night out, someone's picked on my friends, and I've had to come in and go, "You don't want this.
You don't want to smoke.
Just leave it." Like, and it's not like I'm a karate black belt, I want to kick your ass kind of thing. It's just calmly, you don't want this. Just relax. Let's all just have a chat. And you have to diffuse the situation. You only ever do that karate stuff, self-defense, BJJ, whatever it is. You only ever do that if it's necessary. And if you do it when it's not necessary, you're a dickhead. You're just someone who's looking for the attention. You're big Billy bollocks, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, there's been times where my mates have been picked on. I've come in and I've had to explain to them, I can hurt you. And of course, yeah, they laugh. They laugh at you. They'll take it like, say,
They're
a
joking
guy
it.
taller than me, bigger than me, would like look at me and just laugh at me. I'm like, I can hurt you. Let's just walk away. Have a good night. If you need a drink, we'll have a drink together. Let's go get a drink. Let's go calm down. And then there are people who do agree with that. A lot of the time, a lot of the people are quite responsible in that situation. But you get that one guy who's had too much to drink. I think it's, oh, fuck him, I'll fuck you up. I'll fuck you up. Then they swing. Everyone's drunk. I'm a little bit tipsy. I don't let myself get too drunk because I know what will happen. Just move out of the way, innit? Move out of the way. Crack. Gone. Because he's drunk. Not karate. Just
you done a Mayweather.
yeah,
and
just
you counterpunched.
just a chin.
Your chin,
Just a chin. I'm not the kind of guy who, if God forbid I ever do get into a fight like that, I'm not swinging my leg up there. I'm not doing a back kick. I'm not doing some spinny back kick. I'm chinning you.
Really?
The amount of energy, the amount of energy and precision you're going to need on a night out to land that. Like in competition, within my sport, yeah, it's good to throw that. A night out, I'm not going to do that. Are you mad? If I do that and miss, I'm going to look like not only am I going to look like an idiot, but I'm going to leave myself vulnerable.
Yeah.
So why am I going to waste my energy like that when I just go bang like that, just across his chin? Do you know what I mean? And and that happened, and I got kicked out of the club, and my mates came out, and in the day, the guy wasn't badly hurt. It's just because of the fact he was drunk. I chinned him, he went down, he lost his balance, kind of thing. Fortunately, he was okay because I couldn't deal with it if I actually did severely damaging someone. I'm just not like that, unless it's my karate sport. Like I'm not a horrible person. Like even after I've battered someone on the mat, I still kind of feel, oh, okay, shake the hand, kind of thing. Thanks for the fight.
You just have a drink after.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you man all like
Yeah. So like,
I got busted.
you know what it is. Yeah, man. So like the sayonara parties after a tournament are fucking sick. They're
sayonara parties.
Sayonara parties because it's like the last thing everyone goes away. Yeah. So like you have all these people like Hungary, Bulgaria, Russia, Switzerland, France, everywhere, all across the world, especially like world tournaments and European tournaments, and you're staying in like the same hotel kind of thing because it's normally 2-day tournaments. it's like on the last day of the tournament, they have a massive sayonara party. Everyone's just, and it's never violent. I don't know what it is. I've never had a bad sayonara party where it's got violent between karate people. Everyone, it's just a vibe. Everyone's just having a good time, loving life. And again, I could have fought you on the mat yesterday. I could have absolutely battered you. We're like, hey, kind of thing, having a dance. And because you've got people who've like damaged their legs, people like limping everywhere. And
Okay.
like you got all these beautiful girls who come down in their dresses and their arms are covered in bruises, their chest's covered in bruises from the fighting. But you know, it's like, hey, I like that. Not like the bruising kind of thing. I like the confidence of it. It's still nice.
Is it like a sense of camaraderie? Like you're all together. You're all
It's
kind
a
of go through-
together. It's a togetherness thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like we're all family at the end of the day. It's like we've done the hard work. We've done the job. That's our job. No friends on the mat.
Yeah.
Syndrome. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, little man. yeah, little man syndrome. They're like little Jack Russells just going for you. It's like, what's going on, man? I was just sitting down enjoying myself. Someone's kicking off. I'm like, oh god, not again, Zach. What are you doing? What's Zach done now? He just spilled a drink on someone. Fuck. Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
kind of
that.
thing. But yeah, there's little things. People are idiots, especially when they drink. But fortunately, I've never had a situation where it's gotten quite as bad. It's just been very simple stuff, fortunately. You know, there have definitely been occasions where people seem to understand that you do some sort of sport or some sort of martial art and they want to try and one-up you and be an alpha male, and it's like, there's no need for it,
So
mate.
you've got the big balls. type
Yeah.
of-
That's exactly what it is. Like,
Yeah,
I've got
yeah.
the bigger dick. That's it. And it's like, well, you might have the bigger dick, mate, but just leave me alone. Just fuck off. Like, just have a good night. Just leave me be. There's no need to be violent because I'm going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt. Your family's going to get hurt if you get seriously injured, and I'm going to be responsible, and I don't want that liability. So just leave me alone. Just have a good night. Even during the day, have a good day. Even like, when someone pisses me off, that's about the patience thing as well. So even when someone pisses me off, especially with like a customer at work or something, you go, have a good day. Thank you.
You breathe
Have a good
before
day.
you say it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
words.
you just have to take that
Have a
deep
good
breath.
day.
Ooh, sir. Just go, all right, have a good day. Just have a good
Okay.
day. Enjoy your day. I hope you have a pleasant. Like they find it. I think they get angrier when you actually don't retaliate. A lot of people get angrier when you treat them nicer. It's like,
Kill him with kindness.
yeah. Like there'll be like someone kicking off. I'm like, oh, thank you, sir. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. I'll deal with that for you. Is there anything else I can help you with? And they'll be like, what? I'm like,
And they start acting all like.
yeah. Start throwing the weight around. It's like, okay, thank you. Is there anything else I can do for you? Yeah, no, do you want a coffee? Do you want a drink or something like that? And they're like, they get really confused. And then suddenly they settle down.
Yeah.
And then they become a bit more reasonable. But some people get really agitated when you just like, and some people just get agitated when you're nice. I don't get it. I do not get it.
They're just upset with their own life. They're trying to project on you, man.
Yeah. That's the negative. That's the negativity of that person as well. That's the thing.
Wow, that's interesting though. Interesting. Yeah, Blake, it's been a good conversation. Still, gonna draw it to a close.
Cool. Thank you again. Thank you so much for having me, man.
I said, man, like knocking your block off and that, you know.
Yeah, turn my thing off.
Wax on, wax
It
off.
wants-
Yeah,
it wants
word.
to go.
Okay, that's mad though. But where can people find your PT and?
So my
Follow your journey.
again my personal training page is collins.pt on Instagram, nice and simple. My personal page, Blakey Son 21, so like Blakey Son, so like Karate Kid, like Daniel's son.
Oh,
Very simple.
okay,
Yeah.
okay,
So it's
okay,
kind
okay.
of in there. If they want to get at me, just direct message me on there. I'm not going to give my number out, like other thing, but you know, message me on Instagram. I've got Facebook, all that kind of stuff. If anyone's listening who actually does know me, like from school or anything like that, just feel free to drop me a message. Even if it's not in regards to personal training, if it's just for a catch up and you're looking for a shoulders cry on kind of thing, mental health and that, just I'm there. Just give me a call, give me a chat. And if you want to get into fitness, if you're new to it, and or you love doing it and you just want a bit of coaching, bit of support with it, again, just get at me, friendly chat. We'll see where you're at, and we can organise some stuff. I do my Zoom calls because, again, COVID, so meeting up in big groups isn't exactly ideal right now, but Zoom calls, nice and easy, nice and basic. And again, home workouts, core strength and conditioning is my speciality. Sorry, I love working with body weight. I do weights, I love my weights, but body weight, core strength stuff is my cup of tea kind of thing. If you want a little bit of knowledge on that, get at me, I'll help you out. Facebook, Instagram. Do my email, so blakecol@gmail.com, so BLAACOL@gmail.com. If you want to drop me an email about it, we'll have a chat. And we'll go from there, but yeah, that's essentially where you can find me on the platforms. again, can't thank you guys enough for having me on here
No
and just
problem.
chatting, just sitting me
Yeah,
waffling on for like an hour and 15 minutes or so. Jesus, I knew I could waffle, but fucking hell. Yeah, awesome. Nice. Anything you guys want to say off, or anything you want to ask me?
The wisdom, like, and I feel like I know more about, like, because you watch it and stuff, and you see it, and you're like, yeah, like the whole, like, especially the movie stuff, like, you know. But now I feel like I've more of a understanding of like how it works and how someone thinks when it, your journey as well. You know, in your tournaments and stuff. It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
like,
thank you.
It's pretty, like, that's actually, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like,
it's interesting. I don't know.
if I'm being 100% honest, you know, some like when I was younger, maybe I wouldn't see the coolness.
That's
in this stuff.
exactly it.
You know what I
No,
mean?
no one sees it. No
And
one
then
sees it.
Now I grow and I'm older. Now I'm like, you know what? That's like I would
You
have
can
done that when I was 40
yeah.
years old. You know what I mean?
You can
Like,
appreciate
yeah,
it.
you can
more, can't
appreciate
Yeah.
it more. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah,
Nah,
no,
Louis,
that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Again, I'm glad I got this far in life with it,
Mm.
because again, people are a bit more understanding about it. Like in school, no one's understanding of it, but it's still
Yeah.
it's still nice. But thank you. No, it's
Yeah,
sick.
we're from area. No one cares about Carrie, man.
Yeah. Until Cobra Kai come out.
No, it's still. But yeah, Blix, thanks for coming, man.
Yeah, no
Appreciate
worries,
it,
no
appreciate
worries.
it. So I think that'll be it. We'll end it there. So follow the podcast on, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and all of that. Rate us and all of that kind of thing. So
Yeah, I'll share it all up when it goes up and everything. So
Oh,
yeah, I shared it already the other day, I think, as well. But I'll do it again.
No, bro. See, supporting the store.
Yeah, no, I've always supported you. When you first started it, I was
Yeah.
supporting. I was like, yeah, get on that,
Yeah,
support him. Because again, it's your own thing. It's your creative flow, man. It's like get out there, get out there.
Yeah, man. Love for that, though.
Yeah, fuck corporate.
Yeah, but yeah, that's still. But yeah, so on that note, out from my side.
out from me.
And out from me.
Call it a day.